Hello, welcome to Tech Talk. I'm your host, Stephen Taylor, and this week we will be getting a closer look at some key inventions from A History of the World in 100 Objects, and we will also investigate the books Writing at University and Connect, Collaborate, Communicate. There's some really interesting facts and insights coming up. So first, we're going to talk about the Hebrew astrolabe. In the podcast episode, the host introduces an intriguing object, the astrolabe, which serves as a multifunctional scientific instrument with historical significance. The astrolabe's origin are traced back to the Islamic world, where it was vital for determining the direction of the Mecca, actually. However, the particular astrolabe that's discussed in this video is the Jewish astrolabe, which was made in Spain around 750 years ago. This unique instrument reflects a convergence of cultures, blending Hebrew, Arabic, and Spanish elements. It also symbolizes a time when the three major religions, the monotheistic religions, which are Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, coexisted in what is often referred to as convivencia. The analysis highlights the astrolabe's complexity and its role in advancing knowledge during specifically medieval times. It served as a demonstration of one's intellectual prowess and technological sophistication. It also illustrates how medieval Spain was sort of a melting pot of diverse cultures and religions, which contributed to a rich intellectual exchange. The astrolabe's gradual replacement by other scientific instruments represents the evolving nature of technology and knowledge in history. The other episode that I really liked and wanted to highlight was the mechanical galleon. In this episode, the host presents a fascinating object, the gilded mechanical galleon. It was made in South Germany around 1585. And it's not just a decorative item, but also acts as a clock and a musical box. The galleon represents a miniature version of the ships that played a crucial role in the European exploration and expansion during the 16th century. My analysis explores the shift in Europe's perspective on the world during the 15th and 16th centuries. Driven by advances in shipbuilding and exploration, the episode touches on the global significance of mechanical wonders as they were exchanged as prized gifts between the world's rulers. The episode effectively combined historical analysis and a broader narrative of European expansion and encounters with other cultures, making it a captivating exploration of an intriguing object from the past. Now let's take a look at sections 2.4 and 2.5 from English Composition, Connect, Collaborate, and Communicate. So section 2.4 is called Revision, and in this section, the authors emphasize the significance of revision as a crucial phase in the writing process. They highlight the need for writers to revisit their work with a critical eye, not merely just for grammatical errors, but more to enhance the quality and effectiveness of their writing. I myself am a journalism major, and I am currently taking a class called Media Editing, Proofreading, and Layout. This chapter definitely was very similar to a lot of the texts that I'm sort of working on and working with. And revision in this chapter is portrayed as an opportunity to refine and clarify ideas and arguments. The critical aspect of the chapter lies in recognizing that revision is not just about editing for surface level errors, but involves a deeper engagement with the content. And that kind of connects to section 2.5, which is editing. Chapter 2.5 builds on the foundation laid out in the previous section by focusing more specifically on those surface level edits. The authors describe editing as the final stage of the writing process where writers polish their work for correctness and clarity. The critical takeaway here is the distinction between revision and editing. While revision addresses more high-order concerns, such as structure and argument, editing concentrates on lower-order issues like grammar, punctuation. The chapter provides practical tips for effective editing, such as reading the text aloud to identify errors and seeking feedback from others. The value of this section lies in its recognition of the importance of really taking editing seriously, and not just glazing over the text. In academic and critical writing, taking citation styles and language conventions seriously is crucial to ensuring the credibility of your work. And we see this a lot in news media. That that's at least something that I learned in my class, is that there are ways that really disrupt a journalist's credibility, and that if you are making grammatical errors, that can distract from what could possibly be a good story or a good argument. Next, I want to review the sections 7.1 and 7.3 from Writing Guide with Handbook. Section 7.1 is called Thumbs Up or Thumbs Down, and in this section, the authors introduce the concept of evaluation as a crucial skill in the realm of critical thinking. The metaphor thumbs up or thumbs down evaluates sort of the nature of this process. The critical aspect of the section lies in emphasizing the development of the ability to assess, critique, and form judgments about arguments. Evaluation is not limited to personal opinions, but is based on established criteria and evidence. This aligns with the fundamental principle of critical writing, where assertions are supported by sound rationale. Section 7.3 is called Glance at Genre, Criteria, Evidence, and Evaluation. It sort of dives deeper into the genre of evaluation by exploring the components of evidence, and really taking time to evaluate the credibility of that. Effective evaluative writing necessitates the establishment of clear criteria against which the subject is judged. Moreover, writers must provide compelling evidence to support their judgments. So this is really connected to being able to back up your claims, and that's the biggest thing that I took from the reading here. It really underlines the importance of aligning what you're saying with context and writing with a purpose, so not using a lot of wasted words. And lastly, I want to highlight Chapter 6 of Writing at University and draw on some of my favorite parts of the chapter. So Chapter 6 really focuses on the critical aspect of organizing and shaping one's writing effectively. It offers guidance on how to structure an academic piece of writing, which is essential for communicating ideas clearly and logically. It begins sort of by emphasizing the importance of having a clear argument or thesis statement, but it goes on to discuss various organizational techniques and frameworks that help students structure their essays and reports. The authors here emphasize the importance of having a clear argument and thesis statement, saying, quote, "A clear argument serves as the backbone to a critical analysis or argument." I think that the chapter can really be applied to speech writing, but I also I'm a part-time grant writer for Chico Hillel, and a lot of this chapter was useful to me in sort of rethinking about how I'm organizing my own writing. I'm always looking for ways to strengthen my writing, and I want to work in the nonprofit industry in the future. My hope for this class and this podcast is to develop some of those skills that will help me not only in my writing, but also in my communication skills. This has been Tech Talk. Once again, I'm your host, Stephen Taylor. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to the next one.